They go up 21-18 late first quarter. They don't score a field goal for 2 minutes into the second. They don't score again for another 3 minutes. Over 5 where you don't allow a field goal, and that turns the game. Just sort of what worked defensively there to really limit that.
Guys were playing hard, closing gap. Obviously, try to make it as tough as possible. Make the non-shooters shoot. Make the shooters put the ball on the floor. Show crowd as much as possible. And at the end of the day, they have a team that everybody's going to push the ball. Show crowd early. Make them make that extra pass. Make them make that extra effort. Obviously we got lucky. It was a stretch for them that we were making it tough, and they wasn't able probably to score the ball. So that's why that happened.
Holding opponent under 100 2 games in a row. You've won 2 games in a row. It's been a little while since you guys have stacked at least a couple wins. Just what does it feel like to get a couple wins in the win column, but in the way that you've done it?
It feels good. I've said this. Me personally, I don't care. I don't mind if we stack 2 in a row, if we stack 5 in a row, if we stack 10 in a row. It means nothing to me. I just more love when the team is, heading towards the right direction. And I feel like as a team we are doing that. There's going to be good nights, there's going to be bad nights, but as a team we are building good habits, like we are competing. We are moving the ball, guys are running to the corner, we're spacing the floor better. Dame is able to operate freely. Brook is spacing the floor, knock down shot. Like we are playing good basketball. So, and we are playing with like high energy right now. We are competing in a high level. That's all I care about. Even the games that we lost, I thought we competed in a high level. I've been part of a team that won 18 in a row. Right? We won 18 in a row last year. 17? I think 1 year we won 18 in a row, last at home against Dallas. And last year we won 16 or 17 in a row. That means absolutely nothing. We don't even remember when it happened, So, but again, hey, we build good habits. Tomorrow we have another one. We have a tough opponent, a team that plays hard. Hopefully we can come here and play a good game and try to get a win.
Nikola is obviously just so talented offensively. He can score, he can pass, he can kind of do a little bit of everything. What do you enjoy about watching Brook defend him?
Obviously, he's as big as Nikola, makes it as tough as possible for him. I don't think there's a lot of players that can guard Jokic one-on-one in the league. And Brook, there was a lot of possession that he did that. And he just makes it as tough as possible. He can contest. Actually, let's start from the beginning. He can take that bump. Not a lot of people can take that bump down low and then still contest the shot. And he's able to do that. But Nikola is very, very talented. You have to, even though I think Brook is doing an excellent job, when we play them to guard them one-on-one, you have to help. You have to make it a little bit crowded. It's not a one-man job. It's the whole team gotta kind of make it as tough as possible. But he's, as you said, he's very talented. He's gonna make shots. He's gonna pass the ball. He's gonna get to the free throw line. But you gotta just keep on, being there, keep on competing, and just try to make it as tough as possible for him.
When you had won Defensive Player of the Year the other year, like a big part of your role was kind of roaming defensively. We just talked to Doc, and he said that's one thing that if we can do on nights, we're going to try to let Giannis do again, be that roamer defensively. How have you felt that maybe different from the start of the year with Griff to the last couple of weeks with Doc getting to do some of that again?
I think for a lot of years, before Griff, before Doc, that was my job, and I think I kind of figured out, and he also allowed me not to be in foul trouble. It also allowed me to, be in passing lanes and disrupt their offense as much as possible. But Also, I enjoy, taking the challenge and guarding guys one-on-one. I think, some nights they're gonna, they're gonna embarrass me, and some nights I'm gonna do a good job, and that's the NBA. They're very, very talented. Everybody that's in the NBA, but I enjoy just disrupting people's offense and being, as I said, being passionate, putting my hands on the ball and try to go get rebounds and starting the offense because when I'm in the paint I can also, as I said, rebound the ball and I start the offense. And also there's gonna be times that I have to sit down, move my feet, and guard one of the best players. But hey, whatever Doc tells me to do, I'll do. I'm ready. I'm ready to do both. I'm getting prepared to do both. So whatever I have to do, I'm gonna try my best.
Google says it was 16 straight last year, for what it's
16.
worth. These last two games with the sub-100 points y'all have allowed, have you noticed a big difference in the way you're defending these last two games, or is this kind of continuing the progress y'all were showing on that road trip defensively? What do you think?
I think it's probably didn't change nothing. We just getting better each game. We had 2 days to, actually not 2 days, 1 day, to kind of go back and practice and talk about things, watch film yesterday and today of things that we can do better defensively. And I think guys are just being on the same page. Coach Doc hold us in a high standard. Like he wants us to defend. Like he doesn't take lack of effort as an excuse. Like he doesn't really care. Like if you're in the floor, you gotta give your best. You gotta be in loads. You gotta go back and rebound. You gotta help your teammates. You gotta scramble. You gotta kick out the small. Like he wants you to be in a high alert defensively, and that's what we are trying to do. And 2 games now you've shown, and maybe moving forward it doesn't show. But right now we are trying to, kind of. Help one another defensively and just make it as tough as possible. But this is team defense. Like nobody can do it by himself. And right now, I feel like we are buying in that philosophy as a team that we have to help Brook today. Tomorrow, it's going to be Jimmy Butler. I don't know who's going to guard Jimmy Butler. We got to help Beasley, Jay, me. It's not going to be one person on his own. I feel like previous years before it was kind of like one guy had to take the individual challenge and try to limit their player. But no, now it's team defense. Like what do we want from this team? Who do we want to shoot the ball? We're gonna do whatever it takes for the ball to get there. It's like we have smart guys on the team from Jay, Brooke, Pat, Beverly. Like they talk so much defensively that it helps the whole team being engaged. Like I feel like Pat, Beverly in the last 2 games, like every possession I'm defensively, like he talks to me like, you gotta be there, you gotta go there, you gotta, and he keeps me in the, alert. But he doesn't do it only with me; he does it with the whole team. And like when you have people like that, that also helps. It's almost like you have a coach out there with you playing. So again, I feel like we're going towards the right path here. Hopefully, we can stay on this path and make something happen.
Going off of that, Giannis, the connectivity that you and your teammates seem to have tonight just was at a really high level. I know you kind of said it in that last response, but what would you say is part of the success in that right now, and how do you sustain that connectivity?
Just move the ball. We got to move the ball. And I think, I'll be honest with you, like, having Dame out there, it makes the game easier. Simple as that. The last 2 games we've had Dame out there, he's been aggressive, he's getting downhill, moving the ball, throwing the ball ahead. He just makes the game easier for everybody. And I think guys are running to the corner, spacing the floor. There's nobody that stops at the break. Everybody spaces the floor all the way down for Dame to operate, for me to operate. And if we cannot operate, that means that corner guys are open. If the corner guys don't want to shoot the ball, drive the ball, get the ball in the paint, make something happen. Like we are all on the same page right now. So it feels good. The only thing that I don't like is that we have 2 games to the All-Star game. I feel like I wish we had more because we are getting it. You know, we are getting where we want to go. But it's okay. You know, we have another one tomorrow. Hopefully we can play good basketball, continue that connectivity. Do it tomorrow, do it at Memphis, then get some break, come back and do it again against Minnesota.
Giannis, sorry, this is kind of a random question, but I wanted to ask, Jokic is kind of established a reputation at this point for being one of the most perpetually scratched up bigs in the league on his arms. I know you've also had a number of like scratches on your arms over the years. I was just curious if you see that at all as a badge of honor in terms of being a tough guard, being difficult to rebound against, that kind of thing.
No, I feel like guys like him, they're hard. Like it's hard to guard them, and sometimes you're gonna do whatever you can to do to stop them. You even sometimes scratch them. But I think you see scratches because he has a lighter skin than me. So yeah, I have a lot of scratches in my arms too. My significant other thinks he's sexy, so I love it. But yeah, you know, sometimes when people try to stop you, they're gonna do whatever they can, and which sometimes they're gonna scratch you. A lot of people that go to the free throw line a lot get scratched a lot. Yeah. Thank you guys.